This is a Sheridan Light Tank. This is an interesting vehicle. It's kind of clamshell shaped turret. In theory, the angle would deflect incoming shells. In practice, not so much. You have kind of a shot trap on the bottom, but it is a distinguishing feature of the Sheridan tank. On top we have the commander's cupola. It's completely surrounded with all these high visibility prisms made of bulletproof glass. So he would get a nice, almost 360-degree view, except for where the bolts are blocking him, view of the battlefield. And as a light tank, this thing was intended for recon, support, anti-infantry. But the main distinguishing feature of the Sheridan, aside from that funny looking turret, is this short, fat, stocky cannon. The Sheridan was a successor to the earlier M3 and M5 Stuart tanks of World War II and the M51 Walker Bulldog from the Cold War. We had a crew of 4, commander, gunner, loader, and driver. On top, we'd have the requisite 50 caliber mounted Modus machine gun, a coaxial 30 caliber machine gun, and of course the tank cannon. And looking at the front here, you can see we have a nice good slope going. Not so much with the lower glacis plate, but here we can see some of the driver's periscopes. And looking at the sides of the turret, all these angle-mounted tubes here, these are smoke grenade launchers. Now, smoke grenades, not only do they obstruct the vision of the tank itself, you can provide some visual cover for infantry, but they also disrupt guided munitions. It's hard to hit what you can't see, and that smoke can interrupt a laser, an infrared, or radio-guided signal. We have the large road wheels. These help increase the vehicle's speed. And from the back, you can really see a good view of the commander's cupola. And compared to other armored vehicles, just how much vision he had when the vehicle was fully buttoned up. Now, while we were at the museum, we got to speak with a staff member who was a Vietnam War veteran, and he said he served on a Sheridan tank. And he told us about some of the details of life in an armored unit. Specifically with the Sheridan, he said that it had a rather slow rate of fire. He guessed about 2 rounds a minute because the gun was so high-tech at the time that the breech automatically sealed off to vent all the propellant gases every time a round was fired, and you had to wait for the electronics to open it back up before we could load a new round in. So Sheridans often had support from other units like M48s, or maybe a Duster, just to keep an eye out for infantry with rocket launchers around. But in addition to the high explosive rounds and those shillelagh guided missiles, he said that the Sheridan had a 152mm fléché round for anti-infantry purposes. And he told us a story. I guess there was a unit where the enemy was crawling on top of some of their tanks trying to throw a grenade into a vital area, and they were able to fire a fléché round at their own tanks, knock off the enemy, and the tank was unharmed. So that's a little added secret weapon in case you get swarmed by infantry. As long as you got somebody covering your back, you're good to go. If you like these videos, subscribe, share, donate if you'd like, but most importantly, thank you for watching. I'm the Oppressed Patriot, and I'll see what I bring you next time. Thanks again.